But however, I do feel like, give it like 1 or 2 years, that hardware is gonna be out of date. It's gonna start being like the Switch and everything. How it's gonna start looking like. But for right now, I think it could be like a good almost heavyweight because I think that they learn from their past like stuff and like the hardware is like it might not be all the way it might not be all the way caught up with what we have right now, but it could be something like way better than what we had before. So I think it could be close to heavyweight when it comes to that with the graphics. We already know the game's gonna be heavyweight. That's whatever. That's no issue. Like that's it. That's no issue. So.
I'm gonna tie this in because I think it fits. We have the community questions section. There's one community question that we put out on our threads. Shout out to Wavy for writing out this question and putting it out there. With the announcement of the Nintendo Switch 2, if you are someone who doesn't have a Steam Deck or another handheld device and were thinking about getting one, did the Switch 2 announcement make you change your mind? What did you mean by that question, Wavy? Like, where are you going with that? Before we get to,
I think it's more so like. Okay, it was more so like, basically since the Switch 2 announcement happened, there might be someone that's like, that's thinking about getting a Steam Deck or like the Lenovo, the Asus Ally and stuff like that, or like the Rogue Ally. And they saw the Switch 2 announcement and they may have been like, oh, that's coming out soon? I don't want to get these no more because I got the Switch 2 coming in. It's going to be even better. It's going to be good games and it's going to be good graphics, all that kind of stuff. So I don't really want that anymore. I'm asking people that are on the fence like that. If they saw the Switch 2 announcement, like I don't want this stuff no more. Or I did see a comment that said they're like, nah, I did see a comment from that question, and they basically was saying that like, nah, it didn't make me like not want to get it, but it makes me like just want to get both now, for the most part. Which I understand that because if you can afford to get both, but most definitely get both. You know what I'm saying?
That was Boy Jonesy, and
yep.
You already said their answer, but I love this part at the end. Both consoles will be mine!
Yes. In my possession. And I love that answer. I love that answer. Man, if you can afford both, get both. You know what I'm saying? So
they're different experiences.
Yeah, definitely different experiences. One is for like, I won't even say hardcore. This is more so like...
One is for PC players, and one is for Nintendo heads.
Yeah, And I wouldn't say Nintendo heads. It's more so that's like, you're not born to that PC lifestyle yet.
Yes.
Yet.
That.
You know what I'm saying? You're just not born to it yet.
And then when we talk console wars all the time. We've been covering the console wars lightly the last years of this since this podcast creation of the console wars and the back and forth of like where you stand. People stand in both. Some people stand console. Some people stand purely PC. Gaming is definitely cycling around all of those concepts and where people land. So everybody has their choices. Where before, back in the day, technically all you really had was like Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo, and then you had your PC games on a floppy disk or whatever. It wasn't really a conversation. But now, we got all the consoles. We have Steam on PCs. We have Game Pass. I think Xbox, Microsoft games available on PC. That's Xbox Game Pass is a different platform than Steam. Like I guess so. If you could get both, you could have Steam and you could have Xbox Game Pass and Microsoft logins on your computer, which is completely different. So the option thing. I know this is another word, and I'm saying we have to consider them. And I know don't react the way I'm about to not react, but like mobile games matter.
They do matter. I mean, I don't even play them like that, but they do matter.
They matter.
They do matter. I don't play them like that, but they do matter. People got their different vices. Like I'm not a fan of playing on the mobile and stuff like that, but there's definitely a market for them. So get your bag. Get your bag. Get your bag.
Moving forward, I think we'll get into the community questions. We did touch on the one for Nintendo Switch 2, and now let's talk about this other discussion point. Crunchyroll and YouTube joined forces, making 40 plus new anime titles available to fans who are part of YouTube's Premium TV and Prime channels in US, France, UK, Germany, and Australia. Fun stuff for people that love
they're basically
anime.
making like exclusive like anime for people that are on those YouTube Premium accounts, whatever.
Yep.
And like is YouTube Premium accounts, or is it more so like if they have YouTube TV and stuff like that?
That's a question of whether or not it would be only locked behind Premium. Because if you use YouTube Standard, I think.
Oh, so it is like YouTube. Okay, yeah. So I have YouTube Premium for like YouTube music and stuff like that. So that's cool. But I mean, I hate that it's behind a paywall. But I mean, at the end of the day, there's anime everywhere, so it's not really a miss, because it's anime everywhere. Like anime on Netflix, anime on Hulu, anime every streaming service, and there's anime other places too. If you want to do that kind of thing, I'm not going to say anything about it, but you can do that kind of thing if you really want to. So.
We got a little slip up. Shout out to and rest in peace to Kiss Anime.
Damn, R.I.P. man, R.I.P.
People talked about it.
That used to be the hub.
Yeah, talked about it, So we got a couple answers from that. Shinigami Striker said Crunchyroll should have discontinued, not Funimation. Ooh, hot take.
That is I don't know if I like that, but hey.
Should have discontinued. Crunchyroll should have discontinued and not Funimation. Eye roll emoji. Excuse me. Well, okay. I mean, I don't
want no one to be discontinued, but hey, if that's it, okay.
That's I've accessed both. I used both. I didn't see a problem. But no, shout out to you, Shinigami, and your point of view. Funimation definitely had its issues with its interface as well as I'll say, like navigating it. Both of them aren't the greatest, but get your anime fix how you get your anime fix.
Yeah.
Saber Akiyama said, remember, YouTube TV costs nearly $1,000 per year. Period.
I mean, $1,000 per year. I mean, I don't know how much it costs monthly. I mean, it probably is. No, YouTube TV. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll take your word on that
answer, because like I'm pretty sure YouTube TV a month doesn't cost that much. Maybe like $70 or something like that.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm gonna look that up right now, because I did see that one before, and I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right.
Nearly
but I could be wrong.
Nearly $1,000 for YouTube TV. That must be the higher premium cost, and if you use probably a lot of your channels for sports or anything like that and accessing the TV points.
Maybe that's what it is. Okay.
The whole package might be Saber. But we're using your comment as a talking point. Shout out to you for pointing it out. If it does cost a whole lot for YouTube TV, I wonder if it would be separate from your overall subscription, if it's an additional amount, or if it will fall into your account.
Oh no, yeah, no, I guess he is right actually, yeah, because it's $83 a month and stuff like that.
Okay.
For your first 6 months. Well, for your first 6 months, I think after that it's probably like 72 a month or whatever. So it could be something like that. Okay. It could be close to 1,000. That makes sense. All right.
I hope.
But I mean, you're getting all that kind of stuff. I mean, everybody. If you're not paying for like that or like Sling TV or something like that, there's streaming services out there too. So I mean, it's just how you want your vice, how you get your vices, how you get your TV watch. That's all it is.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And High Top Fade 69. Shout out to your comment. He said, I am subscribed to Crunchyroll through Amazon Prime. I am also a YouTube Premium member. Sounds interesting. Shout out to you, got money. Shout out to you, man.
Hey man, I have Crunchyroll. I don't know if it's a premium one. I didn't have the middle like tier or whatever. So I have the one that's not.
Well, they have Crunchyroll through Amazon Prime.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, because Amazon Prime you can get stuff through there too and stuff like that. I forgot about that. That's cool though,
That's cool.
Yeah, shout out to you. Getting that, got money over there. Getting your programs anytime and all that kind of stuff. So.
Or if you signed in through other people's platform,
you can do that too. Shout to the homies that be letting the homies do that. So
shout out to the password sharing. I mean, not to point it that way. And then getting to this next point, the next part of the discussion. So your opinions on live service games. Are you fatigued of those kinds of games, or do you just want a good one? Kind of like what Marvel Rivals is doing, and we'll get to that later in our
that's
Marvel Rivals.
That's a topic right there. It's a good game too, so I'm not even mad at it.
Get Good Girl, shout out to you.
She be in our comments a lot, so shout out to you and everything, man. You be answering, giving us a nice little answers and participating in the discussion, so we appreciate that a lot. So
absolutely, keep your eye out. We'll probably try to connect.
Word.
I'm glad they're dying. I will never ever pay for a game again that cannot be played from a disc. Destiny really messed up. Ooh.
Yeah, that I was gonna say. I knew like, cause I remember like we definitely like asked her more questions about why her opinion was like that, and she says on my Destiny. I didn't know she said that in that. I know she said that in like that particular answer in that particular reply though. So yeah,
I paid a lot of money for that game because we were early adopters and they took stuff I paid for away.
I know you were an avid Destiny player, Frosty, so you can get into that. Like, don't be in your super soapbox. You can get into that.
Nope.
Like, did she have a point?
She's spitting facts in this. PHACTS. Hundreds of dollars. We talking about YouTube Premium or YouTube whatever we were talking about earlier. Hundreds of dollars.
Damn.
Gone.
Down the drain, huh?
Gone. But okay, live your best life, Bungie. Live your best life. Woo!
Oh, damn.
Soapbox over. Moving on.
Oh, man.
Talforian said it's about the game. Is it engaging? Are the controls tight? And does the content change enough to keep it fresh? Then I do enjoy it for a good time.
That's fair.
Speaking of live service games, is it keeping the community happy? You know, is it constantly addressing any concerns? It's keeping you engaged, keeping you wanting to come back. And even if you do take a break from certain live service games, I know I have. I've deleted them. I've just left them alone and played other games. Try to knock away your backlog because some content droughts just have you go away for a while, and that's perfectly fine. Or you use content droughts to like grind away and do like get your weapons up, get your stats up, start a new character. People do many things.
That's obviously what it's there for. So.
Yeah, but your game, you can't do that if it's just done and you can't do anything else about it and you go to another game, less likely to come back if there's nothing really to gain from it. Yeah. So, totally get that. Shout out to Talforian. Falcon SH92 said, if done correct, they are fine, but mostly they come out unfinished. Ooh. Or purposefully dumbed down to add, or even worse, sell the rest later. We be talking about that. We be talking about that. Not to mention these overpriced skins or pay-to-win macro transactions.
The worst kind. I mean, they are free-to-play games, so you know they had to get their bag with the skins and the cosmetics and the microtransactions. It happens, you know. As long as it's just like cosmetics and skins and everything like that. If it's like pay to win type of stuff, like they said, then all right, it's a different issue. But then again, it's free to play, so we know they gotta get their money somehow. When it's a problem with these $60 games, $70 games if you're doing it, then it's a problem. You know,
you pay base price and additional for more content.
Yeah.
Listen, but like Wavy said, and we're not here to, as Fukanami, we're not here to disparage anyone from enjoying any game that they wish, except Deadpool 2, because Wavy bought that for some reason. I had to get cornered in here. I had to get real cornered real quick, which is funny. But you know, Wavy enjoyed that game. Wavy paid money in the game.
I did enjoy that game for what I played it. So.
And it is what it is. Like I paid for Kingdom Hearts 3. I sure did.
I think a lot of people did, man. A lot of people did.
You sure did, you know. But overall, for the companies that have to make it work in some kind of way, not every company can do everything perfectly as far as live service games. But as long as they're able to at least scratch some type of itch and you tried it and you can say you like it or you don't like it. It's like going to a restaurant, trying their food. You don't like it, you don't go back.
That's it.
You know.
And in terms of video games, just like you don't like it, uninstall it, never play it again. Especially a live service game is free to play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how it is. And it's good to have that option these days now.
Yeah.
So that's how Cornered and Desert and I were Fortnite when it first came out. That's how we were.
Oh, Fortnite. I was like,
we downloaded it. We downloaded, we tried it together. We were like, it's not for us. We went back to Apex.
Right. But
So I mean that it's just what gets you going. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
That's
against
it.
I'm against Goku and Naruto with a gap. That's just
I'm
me.
A lot of people like it. I mean, I'm not. I know like I know 8-bit champions Fortnite and stuff like that. So that's cool. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I would try that mode, that 5v5 mode though. That looks pretty cool. I remember that. That was a rumor that came out a month ago or whatever, and then it actually was it came to fruition because they revealed it. And I'm like, oh, like a 5v5 kind of mode for a Fortnite first person shooter.
Right.
You know, yeah, I'll try it out.
And starting this month, shout out to Urban Sama and other outlets that we've seen announced Kaiju number 8 content is coming to Fortnite as of this episode. They reached for my wallet because that was an anime that last year I consumed and I am totally down with. Big fan of, and that kind of talk persuade your boy into possibly trying something.
Hey man. It's all they get at your emotions. Like, what do you like? Here it is. Now give us your money.
No, no, please.
But I remember you said something in the chat that was very interesting, and I think you're gonna make a video on it. But I want to give you like a teaser, like what you think Kaiju number 8 can do and start in terms of video game wise.
Listen, how can I summarize this? Metaphor gameplay, but with Kaiju and the characters from Kaiju number 8. Metaphor gameplay. Think about the battles. Think about the movement. Like, period. You know, if they're in Fortnite, it means the skins are capable, which means the character models are capable, which means if y'all don't want to do the whole Attack on Titan thing, you know, we'll post it probably a reel on that on social for people to focus on this topic specifically. But you know, you had a whole Attack on Titan game. I think that did okay. I know where he talks about.
They had 2 games, so.
Yeah. So I mean, same thing about Full Metal Alchemist had 2 games on PS2, and those games are great, and nobody talks about it. And I played them, and they were fantastic. They were fantastic.
See, I never played those, so I can't.
Ooh, they were fantastic. They had their own stories, their own opening. Listen. Anyway, it's possible. So, you know, that's possible.
Y'all tell us what y'all think about that in the comments or in like the show and like in the replies. Would y'all want to see? Because we're probably gonna post this like segment up on YouTube. Would y'all want to see like Kaiju number 8 kind of turn-based RPG? Do y'all think that could work? Y'all let us know what y'all think about that. Because once Frosty said that, I was like,
Had your gears
got to think about the
right?
show and everything. He said how it would work. I'm like, it possibly could work if it's done right. It possibly could work.
You play Metaphor?
I played the demo, and I still need to get the game. I need to.
But
get
no. But you played enough of the demo. I mean, shout out people that don't have the game at this point. I mean, you're gonna probably get it eventually or not. But you played enough of the demo.
I am.
This is enough of a spoiler.
You get it.
Do you played up to the castle part where you transformed, right?
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Like the beginning of the demo. That's the beginning of the demo type shit.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But imagine that with the main character of Kaiju.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I would. Like I said, if done correctly, that could possibly work if done correctly. So I mean, I would like to see that. Like, y'all let us know if y'all would like to see that too. Like we gonna put this all on socials and like YouTube and stuff like that in the clips. So y'all let us know if y'all want to see that. You know
Period. You know. And then final point for the discussion for that. Nino said it's all about gameplay. Apex, Halo Infinite, Call of Duty, Fortnite, best-selling shooters, tightest gunplay, movement mechanics, content.
Yeah, that's it. That's it too. You gotta have good content, good gameplay. You'll be fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that everything needs to be a live service. I think we talked about this before too. That every company is trying to get that live service money now, and get that like revenue, that recycling revenue going, and kind of that always revenue, continuous revenue going with the company, and that could like make or break creativity sometimes. I think Noob would say that the best. It could make or break creativity sometimes, but we've seen recently as well that sometimes it could like be really bad if it doesn't work. You're wasting a lot of money and time and resources, or it's just like you just throwing stuff against the wall and seeing what sticks. because it's a major IP.
Yeah.
So I mean, we got some news about that too. So. I mean, hey, like, I mean, Apex, like, I think Apex to me is like one of the better ones that did it, because in terms of that list,
Right.
because it had the Titanfall 2, it had the Titanfall like gameplay, and Titanfall 2, I still think that's probably one of the more better multiplayers that was out there at that time, and it sucks so much that EA would do that to that game. Like, why would you put it in between Call of Duty and Battlefield? Like, that was like, you wanted to be dead on arrival, like, and it deserves so much better, because everyone that played that game said it was better than both those games that came out that year, and that's true. The story was amazing, the multiplayer was really good over there too. Like, it, you know, I can go on forever and ever about that, but we'll be here forever and ever. We don't have that kind of you don't have that amount of time. So
no. When they released it, they re-released Titanfall 2. They like rebooted up the servers again. I don't know if they're back off again as of this podcast. You guys,
yeah, I know they. I think when Apex first came out and people were talking about like how that was like based Titanfall 2, like that they like the servers started getting repopulated and stuff like that, because it's like, oh, now people are starting to notice that Titanfall 2 is actually really fire. So I don't know, like you said, I don't know about that now, but
so even last year, our even in Titanfall Reddit, our multiplayer server is still active in 2024. I play in Europe PC, and I think there was one point we touched on. There was a petition going around in Europe that was offering to like buy IPs off of companies that like want to shut down the game or something that had circled around to refurbish those kinds of content to like basically allow indie developers somewhere else to just keep the game alive while they're working on something else. I don't remember where that is. Maybe we'll probably look into that more for like a future episode, but just thoughts like somebody else picking up the torch and keeping it alive.
That's tough.
So someone said yes, it's active. I do remember I did turn on Titanfall like sometime last year, and it was people were in there.
Titanfall 2?
Titanfall 2, yeah. Wait,
okay.
Titanfall servers, no, we are not detecting any problems with Titanfall 2 right now. The last outage detected for Titanfall 2 was Monday, January 6th, 2025, with a duration of 44 minutes.
Okay.
So, they're having issues, I guess, but back up and running. Yeah, Titanfall servers are still good. So we're back up. They're back up online. Not Titanfall 2, not Titanfall 1. Titanfall 2. Yeah. So get a copy. I think EA has it selling in their EA version of their store is attached to PlayStation and Microsoft stores, so you have to buy it through their store. It's just a subsection store.
Yeah.
Play the money game.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Titanfall 2. Hope Titanfall 3 comes out eventually. But I remember you saying they got scrapped for Apex Legends. But maybe in the future we'll see a Titanfall 3 sometime.
Maybe. Yeah,
maybe.
If it's been too long, that's not even on my forefront right now. We got other games.
I feel that, this year has a plethora, so we're fine.
We're fine.
And shout out to people that are still trying to say that gaming is stale or whatever. Okay, yeah, you must have a very particular taste when it comes to video games if you're saying that this year. So that's all I'll say about that.
One more thing before we get to the final part of the episode. A shout out to the Comic Shop, a workplace comedy, supporting more Black-owned shows and businesses and things like that. Just